How's it going, everybody? I'm Drifty from Driftwood Gaming. This is an RPG Maker MV First Impression. This game contains scenes of explicit violence and gore. This is by Dead Inside Studios, and it is sponsored by Dead Inside Studios. Thank you so much for sponsoring this video. So this is an RPG Maker MV First Impressions video where I'm going to be playing the game Captive, and this is a escape room type of game. It also has a horror theme, but it's more like a puzzle-esque type game. So these aren't my favorite types of games, but it is made by RPG Maker, and so I want to see what the dev has been able to do with the engine itself. The purpose of this video is for promotion, but also to find bugs and possibly fix them. Bugs that I do encounter, if any, may have already been fixed, depending on when you're watching this video. The dev seems to be on top of things. So yeah, let's take a look at Captive. This is my first impressions, but I have played this for an hour and 5 minutes already. I recorded myself to try to do the first impressions and had audio issues, and it sounded like I was a robot. I don't understand what messed up my sound. Kind of frustrating, but you know, you do what you gotta do. So we're gonna play through it again from the beginning and see what we can do. So there's no options here. We can give up or we can try to escape. So let's try to escape. The game has a very slow-paced, claustrophobic-esque type of feel, and I think that's done on purpose to give you this sort of trapped in a room type of feeling, or trapped in a building. Where am I? I can't remember anything. My leg, it hurts. It's bleeding so much. There's blood everywhere. I have to get out of here before I bleed to death. So we're on a timer. Press C to interact with the environment, and we can press X to open up our inventory. And the timer is based on our wounds, so as we're bleeding to death, we have a short period of time that we have to escape before we lose too much blood and pass out. There's blood on the wall. Maybe I hit my head there. That's why I can't remember anything. It doesn't explain the wound on my leg, though. So let's touch this. Does anything happen? The blood is still wet. There's something over here. These are human remains. Does that mean I'm not the first one here? Can we touch this? I can't understand exactly what it is, but it's definitely disgusting. So, there's a hole in the mattress. Something's inside of it. Let's reach inside. We got some lockpicks. This will come in handy. The wall has some missing bricks. Something is in there. Let's reach inside. We got a note. So we can press X, open up our inventory, and look at our note. It's a piece of paper. If I don't survive and you're the next victim in this cell, there's something hidden inside the mattress. Well, we looked in here and we got the note, and that would tell us to look inside the mattress, but like I said, I played for an hour and 5 minutes, so I've figured a few things out. I didn't beat the game, though. I did die twice, and anyway, an old rusty door. It makes me feel trapped. Let's try to use the lockpick on it. The lockpick broke inside the keyhole, but at least I can get out of here now. An old rusty door. Let's open it. So, going through this the first time, I checked all of these doors, and you can't open them at this point. But later on in the game, after you've done certain things, you will come back to these doors. So I think maybe going through this the second time will make for a more interesting video, actually. It's an elevator door. The elevator's not here. Let's, we tried to open it, it won't open. We have to actually use this keypad, and that calls the elevator down. Now we can go in the door. Elevator's here, let's open the door. Those are elevator buttons. They go from basement 1 to basement 5. Does that mean I'm underground? So let's interact, and if we go to basement 5, there's a flooded room. There, I forgot what floor it's on. We're on floor 4 here. B4. So the B1 is where we get the top. Let's go to the basement 3. I can't remember if it's 2 or 3. I've only played a little bit of this game. It's an elevator door. So there's a hole in this wall here, but I remember we couldn't reach it. Maybe I didn't figure that out yet. There's a big hole in the wall, but it's too high for me to reach. Try to reach up, it doesn't work. I even tried to use certain items on it that I have not been able to figure out. So we do have a timer. So this, at first I wasn't sure what this did. And I spun this around several times, thought it was a useless thing. We'll figure out what it is for in the future. This is a power panel. There's a cable missing in it. We can't do anything here yet. If we go in here, it's just a dark room. And there's nothing here. So this isn't the right area to go yet. The lighting is done very well. I like how the lighting has been done. At first, when I went through last time, an hour, I was kind of complaining about how that room was completely black and it shouldn't be that way, but there's a reason why it's that way and it'll be revealed. So we're on 3 now. This is not the place where we're supposed to be. So let's go to basement. Is it 2? It might be this one. No, it's not this one. We'll come back. Open. Maybe it's the first. I think it's the first floor. Interact with the first floor. Even having played this for an hour, I'm trying to figure out what to do for this. It is a well-designed puzzle game. It's got a lot of backtracking. So here's a hole in the wall. There's a loose cable coming out of the hole. A rat probably ripped it apart from the rest. So we're going to pick this up. Now if we go up to the top of there's a door that requires a key card and a password code that I never figured out how to get past in an hour of playing. And the other door has a chain on it, and it also requires a key. Not a key card, but a key and a chain. So we can't use anything on floor 1 yet. But we did get a power cable, which is going to let us put a power cable in a certain point. But we also need something else. So let's go to basement 5 now. Now you remember that round circle thing that I was turning, and at first I thought it had no use. Oh, I guess I didn't do it enough. I didn't figure out how many times I had to spin it. But this is the 5th floor, and it gets flooded. So let's go back to the 4th floor. No, the 3rd floor. I believe. 3rd floor. And spin that thing more times. I guess there's a certain number. I never figured out exactly how many times. But if you spin it enough, it will unflood. Or maybe it's like a toggle on and off. I'm not sure how it worked, but I spun it around a bunch of times, and then I was able to get to the basement 5. So let's spin it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's do 11, an odd number. So I spun it 11 times on top of I don't know how many times I spun it last time. Let's go back to basement 5. Hopefully that's enough times spinning it to get rid of the flood. Oops. Okay, open. Let's go to 5. Interact. There it is. So the flood has left now. So this was an interesting point where I died. There's something hanging in there. It looks like some kind of key. I could try to reach for it, but it would be dangerous. So when the game tells you that it's going to be dangerous, it's the game warning you like, hey, you can die here. So be careful with what you pick. Here's a small toolbox, probably to fix the pipe. So let's open this, and we got duct tape. So now we have wire, or is it cables? Yeah, we got cables, and we got duct tape. Those are the 2 things we need to turn the lights back on in basement 3, I think. Is it 3? I think it was 3. So I spun this 11 times. That seems to have done the trick. This is a power panel. There's a cable missing in it. Let's use the cable. And that does a thing and you walk away, and it took me a while to figure out like why is it not working, because you go in the room, it's still dark. There's a cable in there, but it's loose. You have to interact with some things more than one time. But I need something to fix it, so now we use the duct tape on it. An old rusty door. So let's open it. Oh wait, you have to interact with it again. Okay. So you interact with it once, you use the cables, then you put the duct tape, but then you have to interact with it a third time to turn on the power. There we go. So now there should be light. Right, okay, so here's a chainsaw covered in blood. It brings me a deep feeling of terror. I thought this might have some use in the game, but it doesn't. It doesn't do anything. So over here, I know there's nothing here, but I might as well read it. A bunch of boxes and crates, nothing useful. If you interact, nothing happens. Some barrels, one of them is empty. I can't open the other. You can interact, nothing seems to. I thought I may be able to bring one of those barrels into the room to get what's in the hole. That may be something that we have to do, but it wouldn't let me, so I couldn't figure out what the deal was. How did I do this last time? I go like this, this, like this. Right, okay. And then I just push this down. Alright, so we go here and we open this. A big toolbox. I can probably find something useful in it. We find two things that are useful. Pliers and a crowbar. What's over here? Nothing. I keep trying to press shift to run, but it doesn't. You can't run. You're bleeding, so you're kind of like walking slow. You're also on a timer, so you're going to die at some point out of loss of blood. Alright, so we've finished everything that I've noticed in here, except for this hole in the wall, which I've still never figured out. I still don't know how to get to that, and I've tried to use the crowbar, the duct tape, and the pliers. I'm not going to waste it. Well, I kind of wasted some time. I've tried everything. I don't know how to get what's in that hole, and I thought that maybe you would drag one of those barrels, but I haven't figured out the right way to do that yet, so I don't know. But now that we have the crowbar and the pliers, we can go to level 2. And I think this is the one with the crowbar. Yes. There's some interactables that I should probably be checking. This is human flesh. It's a corpse that was dragged here. It's just a severed arm. You see a little bit more about how that got there later on. But it doesn't appear to be anything that's going to be useful for progression. This right here, it's a blood stain, is somehow hand-shaped. Someone has tried to hold onto that wall. I've tried to use things on it, but nothing appears to be interactable with it. This door doesn't have a keyhole. It's stuck. I'll need something to break it open. So we use the crowbar to bust in. Now we can get inside. We interact with it, and now we can get in this door. This part took me a while, and I backtracked for a long time. It's a person. He's still breathing, but his eyes are completely empty. He's already dead inside. So I've tried to use all the items on him. Nothing works. Nothing works with this guy. If you go over here, it's a first aid kit. I can probably find something useful in there. Open. We get a syringe, I think. It's only a syringe. Yeah, okay, we pick up the syringe. And I was like, okay, obviously, let's use the syringe on this guy, right? This is what I did last time. He's already dead. So I'm like, use an item. I'm like, oh, but you can't use the syringe. It's not an item that you can use like this, so that doesn't work. So I opened up my menu, and I tried to use the syringe right here. I didn't think it was going to make it use it on myself, but it turns out that's a good thing, because it was morphine. I feel much better. It will buy me some time, so it gives me 15 minutes added to my time. So I was down to 17 minutes. If you notice, my timer went up to 32 minutes. So because of the morphine, I guess somehow that gives you more time. A set of surgery tools full of blood. I try to pick it up, but it doesn't let us have it. There's blood everywhere. There is a sink here, which we have to come back to later. But it doesn't appear to let us do anything with this yet. So some things are not interactable until you like hit the switch for them, right? So there's a desk here, interact with it. Can't do anything with this yet. There's some keys on the desk. Let's pick up these keys. This was a waste of 15 minutes that I ran around trying to figure out what to do to find these keys, and they were right there. So this is the only unlocked drawer. There's something in it. I reach inside and I get a poem. Now I've read this poem. It doesn't appear to change anything or do anything, but it may have to do with something at the end where I have to figure out a key combination that I don't understand, and I still have never beat this game. The bright sun was extinguished, and the stars did wander darkling in the eternal space, for they have been a dungeon spoil. Dear Doctor, I have read your play, and mine has been the fate of those, rayless and pathless. So that's the poem. Nothing else seems to be interactable in here yet. At some point I come back in here and I forget what I find, but there's another thing. Just fresh blood doesn't do anything here. This guy who's apparently breathing, I haven't figured out what to do with him. He's dead inside and he has no other interactable features. One thing I don't remember checking is what was in this corner. Is there anything here? No, nothing. Okay. Okay, open. Now we have the pliers still and the crowbar. So let's interact. Let's go. I think this was 3. The 2. Let's go to basement 2. Unless we're already on basement 2. I don't remember. No, this was basement 2. Right? Yes. Okay, so let's go to basement 1. Open the elevator door. So here's the chained door. This door is locked up in chains. I'll need something to break them. Let's use the pliers and break the chains. The chains are gone. Now all I need is the key. So we found the key, which took me forever to find. And it was right there in front of my face. But anyway, well, wait, what? I have the key. Open. Okay, so it just opens. I don't have to use it, right? It's a body bag. I don't think I want to know what's inside of it. Let's touch it. No. Ah, I didn't want to touch it again. I keep touching the body bag. Use item. Can I use the pliers on it? No, nothing. I've tried to interact with things in multiple ways. Nothing seems to happen. Here's the second time I died. I died right here. There are some pills in there. Maybe I should take some of them. It looks dangerous, but what if they're painkillers? Since I used the morphine and it gave me time to my clock, I decided to use them. But here's the thing. The game says it looks dangerous. There's your cue to not use them. So I pick them up and we get painkillers, pills, but they're actually not painkillers. They kill you. If you take them, you throw up and you die. So I'm not going to do that because it just starts you at the beginning of the game again, and we'll have to do all this again. So let's read this notebook. This is the second research notebook. Subject number 7 has just been brought. She doesn't seem very cooperative. And then there's some books here that I never figured out the reason why they're here. It's a bookshelf with some marked books in it. A blue book, a red book, and a green book. Which book should I read? Let's read them all. I had a dream, which was not all a dream. The bright sun was extinguished, and the stars did wander darkling in the eternal space. Rayless and pathless, and the icy earth swung blind and blackening in the moonless air. So let's read the other 2 books for posterity. Dear Doctor, I have read your play, which is a good one in its way, purges the eyes and moves the bowels, and drenches handkerchiefs like towels. So that appears to be everything in here. So we leave. If I go to the top, it requires a key card. It's just a door that requires a key card. We don't have the key card, which we can get. I kind of forget the next part, what I have to do, but I mean, that's probably for the better. It's an elevator door. The elevator's here. Oh, right. Stuff just changes on its own. Like, apparently you get so far, maybe reading the books changes it. Maybe, I don't know. Opening the door can change it, but we go back to, I think, basement 4 at this point, and the doors that were locked before are no longer locked, and you're able to go in, unless this is a different part. An old rusty door, nothing special about it. So yeah, okay, so now these doors are open, and we get some other cutscenes. Looks like this room hasn't been used yet. Is there anything here? Nope. I've checked all 4 corners. This mattress is clean, unlike the others. We touch it. I wouldn't want to spend the night in any one of those. If you do the same thing, it just says the same thing. So I also tried to use items on it and wasted a lot of time. Doesn't appear to make any. Not touch it. It doesn't appear to make any difference. So I never did try the duct tape because I thought it'd be pointless. But I tried the pliers and the crowbar, maybe rip into the bed. But really, all that really happens in here is some switch goes off and it like activates the next part of the story. So that's how the story progresses. You just have to like enter the room, and that could be, instead of finding an item, like see, now you get a cutscene. That legitimately scared me the first time, but I kind of already seen it. The smell coming from that door in terrible. So I think there's a typo there. I'm not sure if I want to find out why. We open it anyway. We go in, and here's a beanie dude. He's dead. One of his arms is missing. Looks like he died trying to hold something. Touch. His body is stiff. It's already starting to decompose. There's a ripped piece of paper on the ground. We pick it up. Torn piece of paper. We read this paper, and I think this is where we get the note for the key card. Is it? It's been 16 days. I think I'm going crazy. If she finds my diary, I'm sure she'll kill me. I've never found his diary, though. But that's the only thing keeping me from my insanity. Last night, on the surgery room, I saw her hiding a spare key card underneath the sink. And I found the sinks, so I know where that's at. Some kind of torture device. The chains have spikes over them. Let's touch it? No. I don't want to get hurt. I remember... the delays get me. I remember using things on it. Duct tape, crowbar, pliers. Doesn't appear to make any difference. I checked the mattress. Full of blood. Looks like it's been here for a long time. As I thought, all the blood is already dry. The same thing happens. If we try to use the items, nothing appears to make any difference. But I go through, I want to show you. Right, he's dead. One of his arms is missing. Looks like he died trying to hold something. Can we duct tape his arm back on? Blood stains on the handle. Open it. He was holding the note, right? And we got the note, and it says the key card was hidden under the sink. So that's the next place we have to go. I never went back to check my own room at this point. I went straight to the sink. But then I got to a point where I needed to figure out a number, and I had no idea. And I was already past an hour at that point of running around, so I gave up. Can't understand exactly what it is, but it's definitely disgusting. Blood on the wall. Maybe I hit my head there. Can't remember anything. Doesn't explain the wound on my leg, though. Maybe we can use an item here or now, because I don't remember trying this. crowbar? No. Okay, let's try to use a crowbar here. No. What about pliers here? We found the note here at the beginning, right? And it found so there's still nothing in this room. Me going back, not going back last time did not change anything. All right. Let's go get that key card under the sink. I think at this time I had like very little time left. I was running around like an idiot, doing a lot of backtracking, so the fact that I'm doing this again is probably for a better video. Interact. Floor 5 is just the flooded area, or 4 is the room we're on. 3 is the lights, the dark room, right? 2 is, I think it's 2. This is where the guy's severed arm is there. It'd be cool if we could pick it up and duct tape it to him. I don't know why that would make a difference or do anything. But this is that dude's severed arm, right? And we can't like do anything with it. Right, there's the beanie dude. That was the guy. Okay, the bloodstains. Someone tried to hold on that wall. Can we use the crowbar here? No. Can we use the pliers here now? Like, I've tried this before, but maybe it's different because, you know, we got farther and there's more progress. This is the door that we opened the crowbar. Maybe this guy's different now. Is he still... It's a person, he's still breathing, his eyes are completely empty, he's already... You can't... Oh, gosh. The delays get me. You rush through it, you're gonna end up... Okay, anyway, can we duct tape this guy? No. Alright, here's the sink. Just a regular sink. There's something on the ground though, because we got the note, so we know what we're looking for. We got the key card. Has anything else changed? Because I remember checking everything, but realizing that sometimes things change after you unlock more things. Like the farther you get in the story, maybe you have to go back to areas that you've already checked to change something else. I don't know. Maybe now we need these can we get these surgery tools? No, we still don't have any use for it. Okay. But we have the key card, right? So we go to the top where the door has the key card, and I haven't showed you guys in this video, but it's there on the first floor, so let's go look at that. Last time I went there like 5 times. Okay, interact, let's go to basement floor 1. Open the elevator door. We go up. This is the chain door with the key. That's where the hole where we get the cables. Is there anything in this with this blood? Nothing's with this blood. Okay. What about this little blood spot? Nothing here. And I thought there would be something to do with this crack in the wall here, but I haven't found this to be interactable at all. So we have a door. This is a different door. It looks just like the other. It looks like it just opens with some kind of password. So we open it, but it's locked because it's obviously locked. A panel with numbers. It says insert the key card. So we use the key card. Yes, I've used every item on here to try to make it work, and you need the key card, but we found it now. So now that we have the key card, the door is different. It opens with some sort of password. It still won't let us open it. Now there's a panel with numbers, and we have to guess numbers. This is where I got. This is as far as I got. I died twice, backtracked a bunch, and 30 minutes has gone by, and it took me an hour and 5 to get to this point last time. So I still don't know what to do at this point. I've guessed several numbers. I even looked at the books to see maybe there was some codes in the books that would tell us, but no. So maybe I actually haven't tried this. Let's try using all the items after putting in the key card instead of interacting. Crowbar, can we just smash it now? No. So let's check everything again. Like I said, this is as far as I've got in the game. And I don't know how to pass this part. But maybe just inserting the key card, something changes. I did go back to this room and read all these books again, and I read them looking for like hints, right? And I see that we've got numbers. It says 1, I had a dream which was not all dream. 2, the bright sun was extinguished in the stars. 3, did wander darkling in the eternal space. 4, rayless and pathless in the icy earth. 5, swung blind and blackening in the moonless air. So that was 5, right? But there's 6 digits. There's 6 digits. There's only 3 books here. So let's read the red book. So we've got 6. There's 1, 2, purges the eyes, moves the bowels, branches. We read all this several times for me now. So that's 4. 6, 4, and the green book is what? I think it was 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. Wait, was it 5, 4, 6? I gotta read this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. 5, 4, 6. That's 3. Wait, hold on. I just thought about it. We have a note. Something hidden in the mattress, right? And then we have the torn paper. It's been 16 days. I think I'm going crazy. If she finds my diary, I'm sure she'll kill me. So I'm thinking the diary has the passcode. But that's the only thing keeping me from insanity. Last night on the surgery room, I saw her hiding. Okay, wait. He was in the surgery room. Let's go back to the surgery room now. I haven't done that at this point. Those eyes are wicked. Just like fear and terror. Okay, was it 2? Was it 3? It was 2, right? It was 2. The surgery room. Let's go back to the surgery room. Checking everything, because things could have changed. That's human flesh. Looks like a corpse was dragged here. Can we use anything? The keycard was consumed. We've tried to do everything. Touching it doesn't seem to do anything. It's a severed arm. Right. Right. Maybe his diary is hidden in here or something. Let's try to interact with this guy again now that we've put in the past. He's still breathing, his eyes are completely empty. He's already dead inside. Interact. Nothing changed. No use for it. Can I interact from this direction? No. What if I face upward? Can I interact with up? No, I'm looking at the other bed, but it's still, obviously the thing is at the bottom. The event is at the bottom where I'm standing. Is this interactable now? Nope. I've checked everything, but like I said, there's blood on this counter. Let's touch it. Is anything different? Can we use the pliers? Can we use the duct tape? Can we use the crowbar? As I was saying, like, things change, so even though we already reached inside, can we use anything here? Wait. No. First aid kit, can I use a duct tape? As you get into the next area, things change with the previous area. Regular sink, it's where I found the key card. Interact. Regular sink. Let's use the pliers. Regular sink. Let's use the duct tape. Regular sink. That's it. Use the crowbar. Nope, nothing. Okay. Yeah. Interact here again. Nothing to interact with. Can we use pliers here? Nope. It's just process of elimination at this point. I'm trying to find that guy's diary. So I'm thinking it might have a code. This is where I found the keys, but there's nothing here anymore. Pliers here? Nope. We'll have to try everything because I have no clue what to do. I'm at a loss. This is as far as I got. Actually didn't get this far. I didn't even check this many things last time in an hour and 5 minutes. Okay, there's an unlocked drawer. We tried to reach inside. We ended up getting something out of here. I don't remember. Try to use the pliers. Nope. Let's try to use the duct tape. Let's try to use the crowbar. Nothing. Okay, this is nothing. This is nothing. I'm checking spaces that there should probably be nothing here. Just because I'm at a loss, I don't know what to do. There's a little dust spot here. That's nothing as well. Okay, so the guy's leading us saying, if you find my notebook, I was in the blah blah blah. I was in the operating table or something like that, and there's nothing here. We've legit checked everything at this point. So it's not here. So process of elimination, let's go back. Maybe now we can use the crowbar and reach. Okay, that still does nothing, right? Maybe now we could use the crowbar and reach that hole in the wall. That's the only plot hole or whatever that I haven't figured out what's for or how to get to. Maybe you do use like the crowbar, but like you have to be at a certain point in the story to use it, which would be kind of dumb, but I'm hoping that's the thing at this point because I don't know what to do. Okay, that was on, this is 2, let's try 3. That was on 3, I think. The power room. Also, maybe now we have to go back and try to pull that barrel again, which should let you do it at the beginning if that's what's the case. Okay, I'm thinking crowbar, right? You get the crowbar, you reach. Wouldn't that let you reach in the hole? No, it doesn't let us. Okay. Alright, let me try one more thing. Pliers. Obviously done this before, but just not after putting the key card in. I have no idea how to figure out the code. Let's open up the door. Let's look through here again. Bunch of boxes and crates. Interact. Nothing happens. No. Okay. Barrels. One of them is empty. I can't open the other. Interact. You know, if the duct tape has no other purpose, I would say just when you put the duct tape on the wires, take the duct tape from the party. Like, because it just makes like extra filler, it seems. Some barrels, one of them is empty. Interact, nothing. Take the empty barrel, drag it through the, through the door into the hallway. Set the empty barrel where you can see the hole, and then step on the barrel, reach in the hole, and get the thing. Right? Right? That's what you're supposed to do. No, it's not. Apparently not. That's what I think you're supposed to do. That's what I would logically make this do. Duct tape, nothing. I just don't know. Crowbar, one of them. Okay. What about this chainsaw? Didn't we do anything with this chainsaw covered in blood? Can we use the pliers on the chainsaw? No, of course not. At this point, I'm just frustrated. I'm really frustrated. Like, I don't know what to do. Some wooden crates. Can we get it? Wait, can I crowbar these wooden crates? Pliers. Can I plier them? No. Can I take these wooden crates into the hallway? No, I can't. Cannot. Okay. Let's go check this spot again. Wait, I never checked over in this area. Like, obviously this is not going to let me get to the... Like, is there anything with this that I can do? No. Like, I've got to the end of the puzzle. Like, I know that's the wrong way to move the puzzle stuff, but I'm just, like, checking. Maybe there's something hidden under one of these crates. That would be kind of smart if that was the case. You move it and you see, like, a journal or something. Like, that would make sense, and I haven't thought of that until right now, so that's what I'm checking for. Like, maybe there's something hidden underneath one of these things. That could be tricky. That could be kind of clever. And also kind of a butthole move, right? But no, that doesn't appear to be the case. Nothing here. Could you actually, like, get yourself stuck in this room and trap yourself? I'm very curious now if that could happen. Because if I were to push that up, would that just trap me forever? Would I die? If that is the case, we should probably fix that. Anything over here I missed? No. Just this thing, right? Power panel. Can I use the pliers on it at this point? No. Can I use more duct tape? No, I already did that to make it work. Crowbar? No, of course not. You shock yourself. You know what? That'd be an idea. Kill the player. If they use the crowbar on it, it shocks them to death. You can kill the player there. That's kind of corny, but maybe you want to add more difficulty to it. This is what I don't understand, right? Like, there's something in this hole. And there's crates that I could bring in here. There's barrels that I could bring in here. But the game doesn't let you do that. That's frustrating. That's very frustrating. I think that hole in the wall could maybe be where his journal's at, which would have the code in it or something. I'm about to lose. I got 5 minutes to figure out the code and get out. I just don't know. Okay. I've checked everywhere. Like, I've literally gone back. I mean, obviously, I'm missing something, but it seems like I've checked everywhere. And it's just massive amounts of backtracking. That's the worst part of this game. It's just massive amounts of backtracking. Right, okay. Nothing different. Nothing seems to have changed. Let's go back to the beanie dude. You know what would be cool if we went here again and now he's no longer there? That would be freaky. Oh, there he's there. He's still there. He's dead. One of his arms is missing. Right, he's trying to hold something. Touch him. His body is stiff. It's already starting to decompose, and that's it. And we get the note here that tells us to find the key card that's under the sink, which we did, and we took the key card to the thing, we put it in, and now it wants a number. It wants a code. Can we use pliers on... I'm going to call him Kyle. Can we use pliers on Kyle? No. Can we use duct tape on him? I think I tried that. Can we use a crowbar and put it in his arm socket and carry him around? No. Torture device, can we use... I did this. I literally did this. Now I'm just repeating myself. See, I don't know. This is very, very frustrating at this point. Pliers, right? Nothing. Touch it. Dried blood. As I thought, all the blood is already dry. And I've tried everything there too. So nothing has changed here in Kyle's room. I'm calling him Kyle. That's his name. And this is back to the beginning where I started in my room. I'm going to look in one more time. Nothing has changed. There's a hole in the wall that I know that's got to be something. I don't understand how to get to it. I feel like you shouldn't let the player have the duct tape if it no longer has a purpose. I know it's misdirection, but it's also just a frustrating time sink. The same thing with the pliers and the crowbar. I mean, less so with the pliers and crowbar, actually, because, you know, what are you going to break your crowbar? No, you're not going to break the crowbar, so you would still have it. Pliers, you can possibly break the pliers. Alright, the only thing I can think of is floor 5 again. It's an oil barrel. Can we do anything with the oil barrel at this point? No. Duct tape the oil barrel. No. Crowbar the oil barrel. We can't move this, it's too heavy. Alright, okay. We already interacted with this. Can we use the pliers on it? No. Can we use the duct tape on it? No. Can we use the crowbar on it? Now the same thing with this. If you use it, you die. There's something hanging in there. It looks like some kind of key. I could try to reach for it, but it would be dangerous. And I died when I tried to reach for it and had to restart. I also, yes, I tried to use the pliers to pull it up. It wouldn't let me. So let's try to do duct tape on it. No. Something in there. Like to see like some kind of key. Could reach for it, but it would be dangerous. Let's use the crowbar. No, that's not it. So obviously if we try to reach for it, we die. We got 50 seconds. I don't see myself beating it at this point. Dang it. How do you figure it out? I don't know. Maybe you guys can figure it out, because I have been able to beat it. I have been unable to beat it. Like I said, this is my second time through. I played an hour and 5 minutes, which was basically the 30-minute point that I got to in this video was everything in my 1 hour and 5 minute playthrough, so it's not like you missed anything. It was just more backtracking. So 4, that's 5. We just looked at 3, that's the hole in the wall. The 2 is, I don't know. You know, I really don't know. Are we supposed to guess numbers? Or are we just supposed to guess numbers at the door? Because there's some riddle, and I think it has to do with the books. And it has to do with what's being said in those 3 books, right? And you have to figure out a number based on what's said in those books. I ran out of time. I bled to death. And then I think the game would start over at this point. Is that how it works? That was even with the extra 15 minutes that I got from the morphine shot. That's the game. So I can't beat it. I don't know what to do. An hour and 5 got me to the door with the code the first time through. And then the second time, I knew what I was doing a little bit. I got there in 30 minutes. But that's as far as I got. The rest was backtracking and trying to figure out what to do. I don't understand what to do. The game is cool. I thought it was fun, but also frustrating at times. Because I feel like you should be able to move those crates and ore barrels and put them in the hallway so that you can get what's in the wall, right? I don't understand what to do next, but maybe you guys figured it out. I guess it's kind of good that I didn't beat the whole game and spoil it. I don't even know if that's the end of the game. It's probably not even the end of the game. But anyway, if you guys would like to play this game, there will be a Steam link. This game is available on Steam. I will put a link to it in the description below. Thank you for sponsoring this video, Dead Inside. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up, like, favorite, share, subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Support me on Patreon if you would like to back me and support what I do here. Appreciate that. Come hang out with us on Discord. We have a Discord channel. The links are in the description below. You guys are awesome. Stay awesome. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.